out by Investopedia says Americans will need about $1.5 million in retirement savings before they can leave the workforce.
But with so many struggling to save, that number seems unattainable to most. On your sites, Christine Lazar is joined now by a money expert who says everyone can find a way to save. Christine.
Yeah, most can save, or everyone even can save, but only if they budget. For tips on the best way to do that, I'm joined by money expert Lynn Richardson. And Lynn, you know, we were talking about that. So many people living paycheck to paycheck, and they just think, how can I save? I don't have any money left over at the end of the month. So how can they change that mindset?
You know, I'd say give yourself permission to do all of the things that you know you want to do. And I say do that by the 10-10-30-50. The first 10% of every dollar you get, you save it for giving, okay? Because people are going to want things. You may want to tithe to your church. You may want to give to an organization. The next 10% is for saving. The next 30% is cash or a cash equivalent for all of your incidentals like groceries, gas, hair, nails. If it doesn't fit, get rid of it. And the remaining 50% stays in your checking account for your bills. So you're giving yourself permission to spend in all the categories without overdoing it.
But you say in order to do that, you first have to really look at your budget. You have to sit down and see how much money's coming in and how much money's going out. But that's so daunting for so many people. So what's the best way to kind of sit down and make that budget?
Well, the one thing to understand is budgets are not just for the rich. And I used to think when I had no money, I used to think budgets were for poor people. But listen, if you want to have control over the spending, you have to take a look at it. So it could be something as easy as giving yourself a text note, putting something in your iPad, or writing it down on a sheet of paper. The way to really control it is to actually look at it and own it, and then be realistic about what your next steps are.
I want to know what the biggest mistake people make when it comes to budgeting and saving.
The biggest mistake is not believing that it is possible for you to get out of a money situation. Everybody has either had a money problem, is having a money problem, or will have a money problem at some time in the future. The other mistake is not owning a spending addiction. And that's what happens when you go to the grocery store for toothpaste and you walk out with $179.47 worth of stuff you don't need, talking about it was on sale.
Or Costco, you can't get out for less than 400 bucks, right?
But that wasn't on sale for you.
Yeah, right, of course.
So just being realistic about that, and then making light of it. Laugh at yourself sometimes and give yourself a break. Don't be so tough on yourself.
But if you are one of those people who walks into Target for toothpaste and ends up leaving with a cart full of clothes, what do you do to stop yourself from doing that? You know, you may not have a real problem of overspending, but you still do it.
I say use cash. When I was living from check to Monday, that's what I call it. I went to the grocery store. I had $100 cash. By the time I got to the cash register, I had $300 worth of stuff. What would I have done if I had a credit card, a debit card, or a check? I would have started writing or started swiping out of shame. But because I only had $100, guess what? I was still embarrassed, but I didn't have a choice. I had to put some stuff back. It really, really taught me how to be in control of the money that I have available and not overspend in those other areas, like for a vacation or Christmas shopping or all the things that you want to do. You have to remember that those days are coming.
I remember my grandparents used to have little envelopes for everything that they would spend, all cash. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. And for more budgeting tips from Lynn Richardson, just head to our website, kcalnews.com, and click on Seen on TV. Jamie and Rudabeh.